And you're listening to a daily editorial on the Korelin Economics Report. I'm Korelin. Appreciate you joining me. I'm chatting right now with my friend Rhylin Bailie. And you know, one of the things I like doing, one of the reasons I guess I should say I like doing the video interviews is you can really put a face to the name. You can really get a much better idea about what somebody is talking about by facial expressions, body language, etc., etc. So we're going to be doing more and more of these. As you know, I'm sure Rhylin is involved with a company that I am invested in. It's a company called New Zealand Energy. John Proust of New Zealand Energy was on the last weekend edition, last weekend of the weekend before last, I guess I should say, get myself straight, on the Korelin Economics Report. John gave a very interesting his perception of what was going on with the company. I kind of wanted to do the same thing with Rhylin, only because I want you folks out there to get as much of a full picture as you can on New Zealand Energy. Now, I want to repeat once more, in the interest of full disclosure, Big Al is a shareholder in New Zealand Energy. I bought my shares some time ago after giving my normal 3-day minimum notice that I was going to purchase it. Bought the stock for around $1. It's quite a bit better than that right now, but that's not the point. You know, nobody can project whether share prices are going to go up or they can go down. But the thing about New Zealand Energy that I particularly like is the company is doing exactly what they say they're going to do. They're growing. You know, they went public in August of 2011. They had one well on production already December of that year, and now they have more wells on production. Rhylin, what I would like to do here is I want to chat a little bit about where the company is at right now and the actions that the company has planned for the next 6 to 8 months.
Sure. Well, like you said, we do have 3 wells in production right now. Our objective when we first got to New Zealand was get a very large land package, which gives us lots of exploration optionality. So we drilled our first well in August of last year, put it into production in December. That well is still growing strong, so it's actually still producing from natural reservoir pressure, which makes it an exceptional well worldwide. You know, my technical people tell me that most onshore wells produce on their own for maybe 30 hours before you have to put them on lift, and this one's still going strong almost 11 months later. And we brought 2 more wells in, one in April, one in July, and we're just in the process now of putting all 3 of those wells on artificial lift with the objective of increasing production rates and also stabilizing production rates. So we should, in the next month or so, have a pretty good idea of what those long-term stabilized rates will be. And then, of course, we do have production now, but our objective is to grow that, to bring more production, more cash flow to the company, and the way to do that is through exploration. So we've got an 8-well exploration campaign underway right now. All these are conventional onshore wells. We finished drilling 1 well. We're testing that right now. Another well should be finished up this week, and we've just started building another drill pad, which will let us drill 2 more wells this year. And then we plan to drill 4 wells in the first quarter of next year. All of that to look again at, increasing our oil production and our gas production. The other thing that's exciting for next year is we've got these very large properties, 2 million acres actually, that cover 2 very large oil shales, and we haven't actually done any exploration there yet. Nobody's done any exploration in the oil shales yet. We've been doing lots of technical interpretation, and we'll be putting at least 1 exploration well into those oil shales next year, which is very exciting. I mean, everybody that follows the oil and gas industry knows that the technology to get the shales to produce has increased significantly over the last 10 years. We're bringing that technology to New Zealand now to see what we can find over there. So really, as I'm sure John told you in your interview earlier, we're focused on growth, growing the company. We've got incredible optionality with the package that we have with more than 2 million acres in New Zealand, and now we just need to get in there and see what we can find.
I'm going to tell you, it's a very interesting situation here. It's always fun to get in on the ground floor of companies in the energy sector, and I would have to say that my personal opinion, and this is only my personal opinion, I'm not suggesting that you agree or disagree with me, but my personal opinion is because of the technical team, because of the management team involved with New Zealand Energy. These are serious players. These are people whose past track record with New Zealand Energy has really been exemplary in my opinion. Don't construe this as investment advice, you guys and ladies out there, because it's not. I'm not a registered investment advisor. I bought shares in the company. I will be buying more shares in the company. You can take that one to the bank. 3 days before I do that, I will certainly give notice here. Rhylin, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.